October 15th, 2020. We're 8 months into this pandemic, and Donald Trump still doesn't have a plan to get this virus under control. I do. He said he had a plan, guys. People voted for him simply because of this. But now, this is Joe's tune. There is nothing we can do to change the trajectory of the pandemic in the next several months. But you told your voters you had a plan. Was that just a lie, or was that your brain misfiring again? I'm Tyler Zed. Welcome to Zeducation. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to another episode of That Didn't Age Well. If you are new to this series, here on this series, we highlight hypocritical politicians, mainstream media, and celebrities and entertainers. And today's episode is kind of a mixture. Today, we're going to go over some things that didn't age well with Joe Biden, some things that he promised, some things that he said that have already been lies, and we're not even a week into his administration. And then we're going to go over some meltdowns, some reactions from his voters to those lies. Some people that are really not happy with him. But just real quick, back to the intro. If you're using your brain back in October and you heard Joe Biden say, I have a plan to fix this thing, to stop the spread of the pandemic. If that was the case, why would you withhold that from everyone until you got elected? It's like, you got to elect me to see my plan. If it's going to save lives, why wouldn't you share your plan? And you didn't do that because you were clearly lying. You have come out and said, we can't change the trajectory of this thing. So you were lying. You were full of it. And I will probably say this several times throughout this episode, and I hate to do it, but we told you so. This guy has a 47-year history of doing just this. He's a liar. He's a career politician. He's a swampy. So any of you that may have voted for Joe Biden and you're upset with some of the things he's already done, again, we told you so. You should have been expecting this. But before we get into today's list of things that didn't age well, as always, please continue to support this channel by subscribing and clicking the bell for notifications. Now, on to today's list of things that didn't age well. Number 10. Along with the pandemic, another very big thing in the run-up to the election was Black Lives Matter and social justice. But not long after the election, Black Lives Matter was not happy with Joe Biden and Kamala, tweeting things like this in December.
The night of their victory, we sent Joe Biden and Kamala Harris a letter requesting a meeting. It has now been 32 days, and we have yet to receive a response. To set up a meeting with civil rights leaders without BLM is unacceptable.
And I included this one because I want to know, did Joe Biden, did Kamala, did they contact you guys yet? And if they haven't, I'm not surprised at all, because this is what politicians do. They latch on to organizations like Black Lives Matter, and they use them to pander to voters. It seems like that's exactly what they did. So you shouldn't be too disappointed. Number 9. Back in December, tribal leaders are optimistic about Biden. Halland nomination, a good start. The federal government may not have a stellar track record when it comes to keeping promises with Native Americans, but tribal leaders in Arizona said they think President-elect Joe Biden could be the exception. And in the first week, that did not age well. The Ute Indian tribe does not mince words in their response to Interior's restricting federal energy development. Your order is a direct attack on our economy, sovereignty, and our right to self-determination. Maybe Joe Biden is not the exception. Yikes. But hey, again, we told you that. Number 8. Congratulations to President Biden. Not too long after that, Biden voters like this quickly changed their tune. Biden admin freezes Trump HHS rule meant to lower insulin prices. The rule has been put on hold for 60 days pending review. Voters who were congratulating Biden were quickly saying things like this. I am really saddened by the fact that price of insulin is really shooting up in America. It's a life-saving hormone. If people can't afford it, how are they going to survive? While other users were saying,
My friend who voted for Biden because she didn't like Trump's mean tweets just told me she was devastated that Biden just raised her insulin prices that Trump had lowered. Yes, really.
Hey guys, at least we got rid of the mean tweets. Orange man mean tweets are gone. But now, you're paying higher prices for a life-saving drug, unfortunately. Number 7, we go to some unions who actually endorsed Joe Biden, who quickly regretted endorsing Joe Biden when Joe Biden did this on his first day. Biden to cancel Keystone XL pipeline in Inauguration Day executive order. And here are some unions that endorsed Joe Biden, and here's their reaction after he did this. Together, we helped push Joe Biden and Kamala Harris over the top. Victory! After the Keystone pipeline canceling, pipeline construction has been a lifeline for many LiUNA members across the country. The anticipated decision to cancel the Keystone Pipeline will kill thousands of good paying union jobs. Hey, you helped get him elected. Here's another union. United Association of Union Plumbers and Pipe Fitters endorses Vice President Joe Biden for president. And after the Keystone canceling, Keystone XL decision will raise energy costs for American families. You, as the union who endorsed Joe Biden and helped get him elected, you did that. Congratulations. And here are some individuals who are losing their jobs. Thanks for killing my job on the pipeline. You were a waste of a vote. I'd rather have Trump. At least I was able to work. Ignorance is bliss until it's not. I hope you find another job. It's really sad that he's getting rid of it, but you should have known better. Number 6. And another state, New Mexico, who voted for Biden, they are also regretting that decision. From the AP, President Joe Biden's 60-day moratorium on new oil and natural gas leases and drilling permits is prompting widespread concerns in New Mexico, where spending on education and other government programs hinges on the industry's success. And like I said, New Mexico voted for Biden. You get what you deserve. Sad to see it, but that's what happens. Number 5. Another thing that Joe Biden did in his first couple days in office was this. Biden executive order says schools should include transgender athletes in girls' sports. And Biden voters were not happy with that. Here's one of them who came out and scolded Biden for doing so.
Women put POTUS in the White House. Black women in particular. The same women whose girls benefit from sports scholarships. The same women who are overrepresented in the prison population. And on day one, a white man, Joe Biden, signs away their rights. Such a betrayal.
Look at that. It got quite a bit of traction there too. 4,300 likes, 1,400 retweets. Betrayal. You know, like I said, we told you so. Number 4. I'm throwing this one in there because it's just too good. It's too good. We're going to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, who back in October said this and criticizing Trump. Broadcasters Joe Buck and Troy Aikman caught on hot mic appearing to mock military flyovers as wasteful. They're criticizing Trump and Trump's administration for allowing flyovers. How dare they? How dare Trump allow this waste to go on? And here's their conversation that was caught on the hot mic. That's a lot of jet fuel to do a little flyover, Aikman is heard saying in the video. That's your hard-earned money and tax dollars at work. Buck replied in a mocking tone. That stuff ain't happening with a Kamala Biden ticket, Aikman added. I'll tell you that right now, partner. Troy, I tweeted this at you and you still haven't responded, so I hope you get back to us here. But here is football under a Biden-Kamala ticket. Here's last Sunday. Look at that, a flyover. Whoa, how wasteful. What a wasteful flyover. Can you imagine the jet fuel? But Troy, you told your viewers that wasn't going to happen under Kamala and Biden. I'd really love for you to respond to this, please. Number 3, more Biden lies. Back to the campaign trail. Biden in August. I am not banning fracking. Kamala Harris in October. Joe Biden will not ban fracking. That is a fact. First week of his office. Biden administration, yes, we are following through with a fracking ban. Bold-faced liars. This was a big deal on the campaign trail. They said they weren't going to do it, and they lied. Typical politicians. Number 2. Like I said in the intro, the pandemic and COVID were the central focus of Biden and Kamala's campaign. Back in March, this is how Biden reacted to Trump's orders and how he criticized Trump for taking action during the time. March 12th, a wall will not stop the coronavirus. Banning all travel from Europe or any other part of the world will not stop it. The disease could impact every nation and any person on the planet, and we need to plan to combat it. And this was after Trump was restricting travel from China and Europe. But now, after Biden criticized that, this is what he's doing. Biden on Monday will reinstate COVID travel restrictions on non-US citizens who have been in Brazil, Ireland, United Kingdom, and much of Europe, a White House official tells Arlette Sands. Biden will also extend restrictions to travelers who have recently been to South Africa. Wow, how xenophobic. How xenophobic of you, Joe. I can't believe this. You hypocrites. Number 1. For number 1, we go to another Biden brain blip and the incompetence that his administration is already showing. This is what he came out and said when it came to the vaccines. Move heaven and earth. President-elect Joe Biden's COVID-19 plan calls for 100 million shots in the first 100 days. And this was his plan. But the problem with that plan is that Trump already did it. Biden's 1 million shots a day COVID-19 goal was already reached by Trump. And when confronted about this fact that this was already in place, this is how Joe responded.
Should we set the bar higher? That's basically where the U.S. is right now. When I announced it, you all said it's not possible. Come on, give me a break, man. That's a good start. 100 million. Thank you.
Come on, man. And according to Joe, he said that when he announced his plan, journalists and everyone said it wasn't possible. But this was such a lie, because obviously Trump already did it, that even CNN fact-checked him. Facts first. Fact check, Biden falsely claims journalists had all said his vaccination goal was impossible to meet. Yikes. How much longer can this guy last? Yeah, it's not looking good. All of this has not aged well very, very, very fast. And the most popular president in U.S. history, most votes ever, this is how his approval ratings are compared to Trump and Obama. First daily presidential approval in recent history. President Biden, 48% approve. President Trump, 56 approve. President Obama, 67 approve. The lowest approval polls by far. And I wonder why. Flip-flopping in his first week, coming out and lying in his first week. What a great start, Joe. I will say it one last time. A 47-year history of being a lying politician. This is what happens when you put that into office. So, all of you that are upset, all of you unions, Black Lives Matter, all of you Native American tribes that are upset with Joe Biden, pipeline workers who voted for him, we told you so. This was going to happen. This is going to continue to happen. But this is exactly what you get for voting out of ignorance. Voting with your feelings and, oh, we don't got Trump's tweets anymore. Hallelujah. Well, you don't have a job anymore either, unfortunately. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think about all these flip-flops, all these people melting down, acting surprised that this is happening? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that my job's gone. Should they be surprised? Let me know down in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help me get it recommended to others. That's it for today's video. Until next time, I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Education.
A man and a woman.
Idiots.